Hi everyone and welcome to another Blu-ray update. Today is August 10th, 2016. I have 11 Blu-rays to go over for you really quick. For me, for you, for all of us. These are all from the 1990s. I love the 90s. I was a teenager and a young adult started to be a young adult in the 1990s. And these are films that I saw in the theater. These are all films that I really love. Yeah, I really love all these films. I saw them in the theater, or I saw them on video, or I saw them within the last 10 years for the first time. But these are all films from the 1990s that I pretty much love. They're not all perfect, but that doesn't matter. They're films that mean a lot to me. And I'm happy to add them to my movie collection. All right, so the first one is from 1996. That means it's celebrating its 20th anniversary, and that would be The Craft. Now, I saw this movie in the theater with a double feature, well, kind of, with a double feature of Mission Impossible 1. So that was a really good day. That was a great day at the movies, in my opinion. I really love this film. I really love this director. He made a few good movies in the 1990s. The other one I really enjoyed was Dick. I love Dick from 1999, but I don't think it's available on Blu-ray, sadly. But, you know, Andrew Fleming, he was good, and he made some good movies in the 90s, and of course he's still working today. I think he's doing more television than anything else. This has special features, but it looks like all the stuff that I do have on the DVD somewhere. I do still own the DVD, but I haven't watched this in more than 15 years. I'm sad to say that. I'm very sad to say that. So I'm glad to have it on Blu-ray, and maybe it'll inspire me to watch it again very, very soon. What I like about this Blu-ray and most Columbia Pictures Blu-rays is that, of course, you get something cool on the cover, and then you get some cool picture in the background as well. This is when Blu-rays, I think, first came out in 2006 or 2007. So, really love The Craft. It's a good film. If you have not seen it yet, you owe it yourself to watch it at least once to see if you like it. There was rumors that there was going to be a remake or a TV show or something. I don't know. I'm fine with just this one. I don't need any more. But I really enjoy The Craft from 1996. Now we're going to 1999. And this is one of my favorite films that I've sadly never seen in the theater. But I do love it, and I did see it on video countless times. Own the DVD. And the movie is called Go. This is a film directed by Doug Liman, of course, who did Edge of Tomorrow. And he did Swingers. And I think he's working on the next... I think they're doing a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow. I don't know if he's directing it. But I think this is one of my favorite. This one and Swingers and Edge of Tomorrow are probably my favorite Doug Liman films. This is a great film. I mean, it's got like 3 separate stories. Not separate. They're kind of connected. They are connected together somehow. I would love to see more movies like this. I think it captured the essence of the 90s. It had an awesome soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks, and one of the best casts. I mean, just a great group of people. And a great writer on this. We got John August, who I think has worked with Tim Burton a few times after this. Just a really great film, a great soundtrack. If you have not seen Go yet, stop everything and just go see Go. This one also is a Columbia release, and so you get not so pretty cover right there, but there is Katie Holmes, who's also in the movie, and the movie also stars Sarah Polley, Jay Moore, William Fichtner, and Scott Wolf. So if you have not seen Go yet, please check it out. I think you'll really enjoy it. Well, where are we at? 3 minutes. Okay. So next one is Nixon. This one comes from 1995. One of the better, I would say one of the best. I would say one of the best films of the 90s. One of the better films from Oliver Stone. And this is at the extended cut, which is like 28 minutes longer. So the movie's like 10 hours now or something. Whether you're a fan of Oliver Stone or not, this is one of his best films. An interesting look at the life of Nixon through the eyes of Oliver Stone, of course, and through the mind and acting skills of Anthony Hopkins, who was nominated for an Academy Award, and the score was written by John Williams. There's lots of special features. I'm assuming a lot of this stuff was on the Blu-ray, which I do own, and I have seen the extended cut, and it's really interesting. It's just a great film, and I love seeing longer versions of movies that I love. I just love to see a different take. And I think this one has, I think it's just the extended, but this one comes with 2 Blu-rays, which hold the movie, and then so the movie's here, and the special features here. So if you're a fan of Oliver Stone and have not seen Nixon yet, I do recommend you see the film. Next one is from 1994, and it's one of my favorite movies starring Tom Cruise from the 90s, and that would be Interview with the Vampire, Christian Slater, Brad Pitt, Kirsten Dunst, her star-making role, her introduction to the world as an actress. I just really love this one, the great soundtrack. I wish there was a really good sequel to this movie, my friends. I really wish there was, especially with most of the cast, since the way the movie ends. If you've seen the film, then you know the way the movie ends. There are some special features to the film, lots of stuff. This is actually the first time I've owned this film since I did have the VHS copy, which I sadly don't have anymore. So this is actually I have never owned the DVD, but now I have the Blu-ray, and I love this film, and it's a great one, and just one of the best vampire movies as well. So there are special features right here, including commentary by director Neil Jordan, and then we'll take this and show you the cool-looking Blu-ray of Interview with a Vampire, 1994. One of the better films of 1994. 1994 was just a great year. Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, all that good stuff. Now, the next one I'm going to show you came out in 1990, but I didn't see it probably until 2007 or 8, and I really loved it. I'm sad that I never saw it in the theater, but I love the actor, and it's a great film from 1990, and that would be King of New York. King of New York is just a great film. It's got, here's Lawrence Fishburne, Christopher Walken, dumb butt. Okay, so there are some special features from the director. I would love to see Christopher Walken be in more movies like this. I know he's getting older. Sad to say, the last movie I saw Christopher Walken movie was about not really a talking cat, but about a guy who gets transported into a cat. And that's just sad to see Christopher Walken do stuff like this when he's so great at being so vile and so evil. And this is a great representation of his skills. And I really enjoyed this film when I saw it officially a few years ago. And I would love to revisit, hopefully very, very soon. If you have not seen this yet, I do recommend King of New York. It is a pretty awesome crime drama. And what's so cool about this, let's see who's on the other side. Oh, there's Lawrence Fishburne. So there's Lawrence Fishburne right there. And then there is the disc of King of New York. So if you love a good crime drama from the 90s, this is one you should see. Next one, we're going to 1999, people. And one of my favorite directors makes one of his okay movies. I like this movie on a visual level more than anything, and how violent it is, than on a story level. I think the story's pretty weak. It's not a great story. It's a great classic story, but not such a great story in the film itself. But it is still a visually stunning film. What am I talking about? Let's just show it to you. This one is Sleepy Hollow. Tim Burton, 1999. Johnny Depp, like the 100th time that they've worked together. Christina Ricci's in the film. I think, who else is in the cast? Miranda Richardson, Michael Gambon, Crispin Van Dien from Starship Troopers, Jeffrey Jones, and I think Christopher Lee makes an appearance in this film. I think. I haven't seen this one in a while. But I thought this one was just so bloody and disgusting. So I find it more interesting on a visual level than on an emotional level. It didn't really grab me story-wise and character-wise. I think it's a good, out of all the films from Tim Burton, it's a good one. And it's something you definitely should see, and I think most people have already seen it, especially if you're a Tim Burton fan. The special features are mainly the ones that are on the Blu-ray, nothing too special right here. And this Blu-ray is really clear. I'm just going to have to show it to you. It's so clear. You can see right through it. You can probably see me. You can see me right through it. Hello, how are you? I'm in Sleepy Hollow. Look at that, how clear that is. So, there you go. So, Sleepy Hollow, really good 90s film. Good Tim Burton movie. Not one of his best, but still bloody as hell. So you want a good bloody good time, check out that one. Speaking of bloody good time, let's talk about 1990s Misery. Stephen King, Rob Reiner, William Goldman, Kathy Bates wins an Oscar, James Caan, one of the best, and of course the late great Richard Farnsworth is in the movie. Frances Sternhagen, who I believe is still alive. I think she's still alive, at least as I do this video. This is one of the best. I've seen this movie 100 bazillion times. I love this film and never get tired of it. It's one of the best adaptations. Even though I've never read the original Misery, maybe I should get around to doing it. Sad to say, I don't think there's a single special feature. I haven't checked the disc yet, so I don't know. But according to this, it looks like there's no special features whatsoever, which is a shame. I would love a commentary from Rob Reiner or anybody. I don't know, anything, even a deleted scene. I haven't checked it out yet, so... I guess the cool thing that did come with it is that this was kind of on the front, so you get this cover of Misery. I just folded it up and put it inside. And then there's the disc. Nothing too special when it comes to the disc. There it is, Misery, 1990. I do remember sneaking into this movie and seeing the first, few minutes of it, and then I had to leave because I wasn't allowed to watch the film until I saw it at home on, I think, pay-per-view, when it was for free. Every once in a while we get a pay-per-view movie for free. So I think that's how I saw Misery. So I hope to see this someday in the theater. I really do. Maybe I'll talk more about it. Alright, so next one is from 1991, and we already talked about Oliver Stone. Let's talk about him again. This is one of his not-so-great films, but I love The Doors. I love Val Kilmer in this movie. I love the soundtrack, of course. And I've seen this film a few times, and it's definitely not one of the best when it comes to Oliver Stone, but, it's still a good watchable film. And I can watch it even at 2 hours and 40 minutes, or not 40, 20 minutes. 2 hours and 20 minutes the film is, and so I'm glad to have this Blu-ray. I think I got this for $5 at Target. It might be still there. If you want the movie yourself at Target, check it out, $5. This actually has some special features, commentary, deleted scenes, featurettes, and stuff like that. But The Doors is still one of my favorite music bands of all time, and if I could go back in time and see any music band play live, definitely The Doors would be high on that list. But I do like, I like Oliver Stone's interpretation of the band, even though maybe some of the fans might not, or the group. I think some of the members of the groups didn't really like the representation of The Doors as well in this movie. But for a movie, it's good. If you're looking for truth, maybe you want to look somewhere else, but at the same time, I think this is a good film, and definitely something worth seeing if you haven't seen it yet. Good 90s movie. Really good 90s movie. One of my favorite movies of the 1990s is coming up right now, and that would be from 1999, one of the best films in 1999. It is Three Kings. David O. Russell made a lot of great films recently, but I think this film right here, Three Kings, is his best film so far. This is the best thing he's ever done. It's so entertaining, so funny, so scary, so fascinating with the subject matter, just trying to balance out this action. There's great action, there's great characters. I was sad when one of the characters, not going to say if you haven't seen it yet, when the character dies. Very sad. But I love this film. George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, Ice Cube, Spike Jonze, the great director. Spike Jonze is awesome in this movie. Not only is Spike Jonze a great writer, an Oscar-winning writer, and a great director on his own right, but he was a great actor and character in this film. So I love Three Kings. I've seen this a billion times. And I remember going on a date with this movie with a girl I don't really care about anymore, but I still care about you, Three Kings. I still care about you. And there's lots of special features, tons of special features on this. Most of them were on the DVD, which I do own, but I'm happy to finally have the Blu-ray in my collection. And here is, sadly, the Blu-ray. It's one of the same thing. It's like, whatever that one disc, Sleepy Hollow. So very, very thin-looking, boring-looking Three Kings. But that's okay. Love the film. Grateful to have this one finally in my collection on Blu-ray. Next one is one of my favorite movies of the 1990s when it comes to comedies and a fun movie that I love. I love all the the ones that came out in the theater. The ones that only came out in the theater do I love. The ones that went straight to video, I don't care about them. But here it is, the original. Here it is, and I think I own couple of the sequels. I still need to own one of the more of the other ones. But anyways, shut up, Chad. What is it called? It is American Pie, of course. This is the DVD and Blu-ray. And what's so cool about this Blu-ray is that there is a 3-hour documentary of the making of this franchise. I don't know if it goes in detail of American Reunion, which came out in 2012, but bunch of kids just want to have sex, and they made a funny movie out of it, and it's not going to be the last time that's going to happen. But then they made a 3-hour, I don't know if it's any good, 3-hour documentary of of the whole franchise. At least the first three. I don't know about the last one. I'll have to get around to watching it. Of course, as I said, this one comes with the Blu-ray and the DVD, and I really enjoy American Pie 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I will never ever watch the straight to video. Never ever. I don't care about the straight to video. But I like these films. They're fun. I have a fond memory of seeing this in the theater. And finally, one of my personal favorite films of the 1990s. It won Best Picture. It was a big, huge, hyped-up movie. People saw it a million times in the theater. They got the soundtrack, and they cried, and all this stuff. And I finally bought it just a few days ago. I got it for $11.99. This comes with the DVD, special features, Blu-rays, DVDs and Blu-rays, and all this stuff. And it is one of my favorite movies in the 1990s. I'm sad when I hear someone who loved it when it came out, but they don't really like it anymore. Well, I loved it when it came out, when I saw it, and I still love it to this day, even with its silly, stupid romantic issues. Still love the film, and that would be Titanic. And this is a great edition, not the 3D. Don't really need the 3D edition. This is just the regular edition that you see, and it has the Blu-ray, it has special features, it has the DVDs, it has it all. It's got everything pretty much you wanted on the Blu-ray. There are some new stuff that's been added to this, because I think this one came out in 2012 when the movie was released again in the theaters. And that in 2012, actually, that was the first time I saw Titanic officially for the first time in the theater. I saw it in video many, many times before that, but it was great to see it in 3D in the theater for the first time in my whole entire life. And I love Titanic. I think this movie is a great achievement in cinema, and I don't mind the cheesy love story. I don't mind it at all. Actually, I get a little teary-eyed when I think about it. So there you go. Again, this has tons of special features and stuff like that. So it's got everything you probably pretty much already had with your DVD, but now you have the Blu-ray, which is the sad thing. Here it is. How pathetic. They take one of the greatest movies and most expensive films and the biggest money-maker films, and they give it the crappiest Blu-rays and DVDs. So that's it. So you get 2 Blu-rays, 2 DVDs. One of the Blu-rays has the entire film and then special features, and then you got part 1 and part 2 on DVD if you really care. Sadly, they don't look that special. But I love Titanic, and these are some of my favorite movies and some of the films that I like and love from the 1990s. In the comment box below, let me know what you thought of the movies that I talked about right now. Please share your opinion. I really would like to hear what are some of your favorite movies in the 1990s, and let's start talking about a great 10 years of cinema. Goodbye, everyone. Peace be with you.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and share this video. And also, please check out these amazing movie websites. And if you enjoyed this review, please click here to subscribe to my channel, and also please check out all my recent reviews right here on YouTube. Have a great day, live film, find peace, happiness, and harmony in anything and everything you do, and I'll talk to you at my next movie review.